So because of the coronavirus quarantine that's in effect, everybody is doing everything that they can online. And this includes guitar lessons. Now, online guitar lessons are nothing new. However, I've noticed over the past couple years that a lot of people seem hesitant to embrace this relatively new medium for education. So since everyone is finally forced to jump on the bandwagon and give this thing a shot, I thought I'd take a minute to make a quick video about why I love online guitar lessons. Okay, so I should take the time to mention that I'm not going to be talking about why I love Skype, I'm not talking about why I love Zoom. Instead, I'm talking about why I love online guitar lessons in general as a medium. So I'll kind of just be comparing them to the in-person lessons that we're all familiar with. Now, before we begin, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I just want to say welcome to the channel. I'm Mike Hilbun. I post videos about guitar, music, and really anything related to those topics. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification button. With that being said, let's jump in. So the first reason is one that's on a lot of people's mind right now, and it is, surprise, surprise, health safety. Pandemics may not come around every year, but flu season certainly does. And if you're taking lessons in person, there's always a danger of catching that. For us teachers, that can be a problem because we don't want to infect every student that we come into contact with. But online lessons solves this problem perfectly. There have been plenty of times where I've been sick, but I was still able to come upstairs, get behind this computer screen, and teach some lessons. Another great thing about this style of learning is you can record the lesson. Most programs like Skype or Zoom include some sort of feature where you can record what's going on during the call. So there's no need for an extra program. Sure, you can take notes, but sometimes there's nothing as good as getting the exact words that your teacher said or the exact lick that your teacher played. It's like having a completely custom YouTube video catered specifically towards you that you can refer back to at any time you want. The next reason is that in a lot of ways you have the same tools available to you online that you would for an in-person lesson. Things like the chat window effectively function as the music stand or the desk where we can put worksheets or materials that we're currently working on. And with things like screen sharing, we can even both simultaneously look at whatever supplementary materials we might need to look at on YouTube or Google or anywhere online. I can still share things like worksheets or sheet music with my students, just instead of them taking it home in a folder, you put it in your Dropbox. Since I make all these materials on the computer anyway, it just saves me the step of having to print it out. So I guess you could say that online lessons are environmentally friendly as well. The next reason is catered a little bit more towards the teaching side of it, but it can definitely benefit you as a student as well. There's almost no changeover time between students. Whenever I teach lessons in person back to back, there's always about 5 minutes of changeover time when one student's leaving and packing his stuff up and the next student is coming in and setting their stuff up. And that's completely gone. Most of my students, by the time they hit that call button, they're already set up and ready to go. So the second that I pick up on the other end, bam, time to start learning. There's no walking in the door, getting out your guitar, tuning up, plugging it into the amp, fixing your sounds. All of that is eliminated and we just get straight to the lesson. So you actually get a little bit more learning in on an online lesson than you would for the exact same in-person lesson. Gotta break quarantine, running low on groceries. Wonder if the store's still out of toilet paper. Anyways, that brings me to the next reason, and it's that you don't have to travel to your lesson. Now, sure, we could get into the benefit of not having to spend money on gas. Of course, since you're not using gas, I guess that's another reason why online lessons are environmentally friendly. But really where I'm going is traffic sucks and you don't have to deal with that anymore. Whether we're talking about 5 o'clock traffic or road work, or in my case, since I'm from New Orleans, Mardi Gras road closures, which is a giant pain in the ass for an entire month, that's no longer an issue. So very rarely is anyone late for a lesson anymore. So piggybacking off that last reason is perhaps my favorite reason why I love teaching lessons online, and it's because of ease of scheduling. Now, this isn't just a teacher thing or a student thing, it's how it works together. It's much easier for me to give a one-off lesson in the middle of the day because I don't have to stop what I'm doing, pack my stuff up, drive to the lesson place, give the lesson, pack my stuff up, drive back home, set my stuff up, and continue whatever it was I was doing. It ends up being so easy to squeeze a lesson in here and there. Because of that, all you have to do is sit in front of your computer with your guitar and get going. So I'll even teach a lot of people on their lunch break while they're at work. Both me and my students tend to be much more open and flexible about scheduling lessons because of how easy it is to just quick grab one here and there. So there you have it. Those are some of the reasons why I love online guitar lessons. It tends to be the same type of thing, except you're just learning or teaching in the comfort of your own home, and what's more laid back than that. But do you have any experience with online guitar lessons? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, why don't you share it with your friends and maybe we can help some of them out as well. Anyways, that's all for now. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm Mike Hilbun. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.